Welcome to another episode of Comix Podcast, the podcast where we loosely talk about nerd news and entertainment, and then we just kind of go off and talk about our own thing, like a round table of friends. You want to talk some shit? You're in the right place. You here to get the news right when it drops? Definitely not us, but we'll talk about it. Talk about it a week or two later. My name is Luis. I'll be the host for today. We have Esteban off. I was gonna say to my left, but it's different for whoever's watching this. We have Ash, and then we have Mighty Mose.
Hello.
So we're gonna go ahead and get into it. So every episode, what we do is we talk about all the nerd news and entertainment news that dropped the week prior, and we discuss it today. And we just kind of go along with it. Maybe our opinions are the same as yours. And if they are, leave us a comment. If you hate what we say, leave us a comment. And you want us to die, leave us a comment. So I'd love to hear all of those things. Aside from talking nerd news entertainment, we also like to showcase a drink of what we're drinking, just to kind of give some sort of suggestion of maybe something you'd like to try out. Who is our drink for today?
Me. It's me.
What you got for us?
I got a gift from my little sister. I saw her recently, and she brought me this. This is Medellin rum. So rum from Colombia, from Medellin. It says Ron Medellin. And then there's this cool little spider web, not to be affiliated with any of the other horrible things we know about Medellin. Delicious rum. And I'm drinking it with lemon sorbet flavored bubbly water.
Oh,
oh yes, cocktail time.
You
Cheers.
are spicing up that drink.
Sounds delicious.
It's pretty good. Esteban, I'm tagging you in.
Yes,
you had a cool bottle earlier. Tell me all about it.
I did. So this may have been featured before on one of our episodes, but this is a Bullet old-fashioned cocktail. So it's already mixed as an old-fashioned. It's got the bitters in there already. The only thing that you really got to add is the club soda and the cherries. You know, if you want to go ahead and add that. But this is one of those types of drinks where it's like you've had a really shit day and you're like, I don't want to make fucking drink right now. I just want something already pre-made. This is it right here. You throw this bad boy into the freezer. Go ahead and pull out the bottle, stop it, and just pour yourself a drink. And yeah, it's it's good. It's I didn't add any of the club soda in there. This is just straight on ice, and it's really, really fucking good. So if you guys get a chance, pick up the Bullet. If you're in Colombia, over in Medellin, pick up the bottle that Mosby's got. Cheers.
Cheers.
Yay. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
I have water.
Oh, okay.
I have water.
It's good.
I have water. I have water.
I have water. Okay, so we'll go ahead and get into it now. We also like to showcase the comments that we got on previous episodes. So if you feel so inclined, you're listening to us right now, give us a thumbs up. We'd appreciate it. It'll help spread awareness of what we do. And also leave us a comment, whether that's positive or negative, and we will read it on the next episode.
Keep dressing negative.
Because we got one.
No. Oh no.
Esteban, what comments we got?
We got a couple comments on our TikTok. We've been posting more frequently on TikTok, just like little podcast clips of our previous episodes. So we've been posting a couple of those on there. There is one. There's one on here, and the reason why I'm laughing, it's the episode that or the clip that I posted called where Luis is talking. It's Luis, Ash, and Andres are talking about video games. Okay, a few episodes back. And there is one point on there where Andres has been continuously looking down like this. Okay, and we all know Andres and we all love Andres. That's just how his eyes are. Okay, but Elfie commented on our show and he says, He says, I swear to God, Andres is sleeping right now.
Oh.
Okay. I assure you, Alfie, I appreciate the comment. Thank you very, very much for that. But I assure you that we are open. I mean, that Andres is not asleep on our episodes. Okay.
Well, we are open. Wait a minute. What kind of slip is that? We are.
It's Clerk's comment. Come on, it's Clerk's. Get with it. Get with it. The other one, another comment that we received. This is new. This was on the episode where Luis is, as you all know, Luis loves his monster movies. And is a big fan of Godzilla and Kong. So it's talking, and they briefly dive into, because I wasn't on that episode. They briefly dive into, obviously, the sequel to Kong, Kong versus Godzilla, the part 2 that's coming up. Or, I'm sorry, Godzilla versus Kong. If I say it the other way, Luis will be very angry because Godzilla is king. So so there's a comment on here. And it's by Daxi Paxi, states Godzilla being somewhat intelligent, being that knows more than Big Lizard goes flail, is more exciting and thrilling for the next movies.
What?
No, I didn't say that again.
Either you can't read,
or they.
This bitch needs to take one of Moses' classes.
How dare you?
Okay,
First off,
it said Godzilla King do stuff long movie.
and I am reading this verbatim. I am reading this verbatim, and look, it could very well be because TikTok only lets you put a certain amount of characters in there. So he was kind of like saying like, this part of the sentence isn't important.
Smash.
It sounded like he's leaving a note for a ransom where to leave the money.
That's fucked up. And you wonder why we get hate shit now. Now you wonder why we get hate shit.
Oh man.
And I'm reading this verbatim, like no joke. Godzilla being somewhat intelligent, being that knows more than, quote, Big Lizard goes flail, end quote, is more exciting and thrilling for the next movies.
I think that comment is off of what Mose said, where Mose was saying, let's go back to Godzilla, like that. You know what? That has to be what it is. Because Mose was saying, let's go back to Godzilla wrecking shit. Yes. And she's like, enough of him being a folk hero. And I was like, I kind of like the folk hero. And I was defending.
That's true. That's exactly what I said.
And then you're like, no, fuck that. He's a stupid lizard.
Give me a smash him up Godzilla. Why are we making
right.
So, yes.
And then you started bringing up the Rock's Rampage.
Yeah, see, and you guys talk shit, and you guys now wonder why we have a hate comment.
I stand by that statement. I didn't come to Godzilla to see it figuring shit out and trying to make friends. Get the fuck out of here.
He's like, he has a Rubik's Cube in the next like,
right? Smoking a pipe, talking about we don't have to fight. Okay. Like, get the fuck out of here. Godzilla start to talk. Yeah. Drop kick someone immediately.
He's a lizard. Fight.
Those are the only comments that we have on TikTok. Back to you, Luis.
All righty, sir. So we have on episode 143, we were talking about what's your favorite Halloween movie. Mm-hmm. And Bolivar Solorio commented, The Lost Boys is a must for me.
Good choice.
That's a very good choice.
That's what I said. And I said Ash would agree with you because sometimes you can see his poster in the background.
Every now and then.
Yeah. All right. There's that. Thank you, Bolivar. We appreciate you, sir. Then we have on what is this? The art of comic book writing, engaging readers and empowering artists. There was a clip that was posted of an interview that we did, and Ryan Daniels responds, "No." He gave us a thumbs up.
No?
That's all it says. So I don't know. Well, whatever.
But then also gave us a thumbs up?
Gave us a thumbs. I was expecting a thumbs down, but I was like, no, it's a thumbs up. Well, that's cool. Good for him. That's nice. That's nice of him.
Maybe he's got other ways of writing for comic books, I guess. I mean, you guys were interviewing the writers of Night of the Chihuahuas, so
yeah.
Still a great story, by the way.
Maybe we asked something in that, and
He said no. All right, sir.
You know what? I think we did say like please support local artists or something. Or
Oh, rude.
asshole.
Okay, now you're rude.
He was like,
nope.
Nope.
Nope. Yeah, I'm out. All right. So we also have a conversation. This is another short that we had. We had a conversation about Batman. Andres was talking about how he wasn't the biggest fan of Dark Knight Rises.
right.
And then some of the things didn't make sense. One of the parts is his unrealistic survival. And White Steve Harvey comments, Batman had a contingency plan for the nuke. What do you mean, bro? I'm assuming he's talking to Andres in this, because Andres was the one who's like, no, it was, blah, 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 blah. He was like saying, it doesn't make sense. Then we're like, oh, well, he did fix the autopilot. I mean, did he have a contingency plan? Not exactly. He's just like, I'm going to fly this thing out as far into the ocean as possible. Like, that's not, I don't know. It did seem a little sloppy at the end. Like,
I agree. I agree because I recently watched it, and it was very much at the end.
Y'all talking at the same time.
No, it's my sex tape. That was fun.
My sex tape. Sloppy at the end.
But it was, I mean, don't get me wrong. Dark Knight Rises was one of my favorite films. Like, I absolutely adore that film.
What?
Is it without its flaws? No, it has its flaws for sure.
We're talking about the last Christopher Nolan movie, right?
Yeah.
Right.
I know. I get that a lot, but for me, it hit like all these notes that I wanted. Like, I was so happy with that film. I was very happy with that film.
It was a good film. Was it a great film? I wouldn't go that far, but it was a good film.
It was a good time.
Yeah, it was a good film. The Dark Knight, better than Dark Knight Rises. Okay.
I put him in my head, and me watching him again, I put him like at the same level for myself.
Right. But to Andres's point,
just for me.
No, for sure. No, but to Andres's point, I completely understand where he's coming from, because it's like this whole time, like it was for all intents and purposes beaten over the head with us that the autopilot's broken, and then
Bruce's back is broken.
Yeah, coincidentally, at the very end,
his spine was broken. His autopilot broken. His spine is broken.
His knee is
broken. Yeah.
Look. I'm not a fucking doctor. Okay. But I'm not going to have another fucking grown man beat the shit out of my back and push my fucking vertebrae back in.
Hang on. A grown man beat the shit out of that back? Wait a minute.
Hey.
Okay.
You said it, not me, sir.
Yeah.
Hey, you implied it.
Now, however, I do agree that was a dumb... Not dumb, that's not the right word. But I do agree that a lot of that doesn't make sense.
We're tearing apart this movie for no reason.
I enjoy what I enjoy.
It's Thursday.
Tearing it apart per se, but
White Steve Harvey is like telling others, like, "What's up, man? He had a contingency plan. Like, why you hating?" And
coming for you, bro.
Christopher Nolan did.
Yeah, maybe he knew he was always going to go out there.
He left it ambiguous on purpose. Is Batman really alive? Was it a dream?
But then he showed us the answer.
Did the top fall or not?
Is that really Paris? Who knows?
Okay. And then on that same comment, I don't know who this is directed to, but says one judgmental comment from Essay. I don't know who Essay would be.
Who's the Essay?
I don't know.
From Essay.
I mean, by just looking at us, I would think it's Ash. But I don't know what he said. Look at this Essay right here. What's up, Essay?
Damn, just straight like that.
He spelled it wrong.
Is this the bad one or what?
That's all the.
It hasn't come up yet, but.
You got to the hateful one yet?
No, not yet.
Like we only got one.
We've only had ambiguous.
What's going on? 20 minutes.
I know that's anyway. So one judgmental comment from Essay. Don't know who Essay is, but it was on the little short video clip. Should Batman die in The Dark Knight Rises?
Final verdict is.
I mean, we did say. I think we all thought that it would have been a better story if he did die.
Was that there?
And then just Catwoman spending his money in Paris. Yeah.
Was I there for that video? Because I wouldn't have said that.
No, you were not. Yeah, you guys for some reason left us unsupervised. It was me, Ash, and Andres.
Hey.
We got into that conversation. Okay, and now, the final comment that we got for that same clip. You guys are going to sink faster than a Taco Bell turd. 2 out of 10.
I like the creativity.
Thank you, lol ZP1.
Tacky.
Oh, good for you. And how was it?
I'm gonna thumbs up that message.
Just add salt.
Keep up the great work, sir.
Thanks for the views.
Anyway, yeah.
It's a free thing, and somebody went out of their way to do that. You have the best time, sir. I'm so glad you took the time to do this. Take it out of your busy day.
Thank you, sir.
In the basement that you're in.
We appreciate you.
Let you know.
You know what? You know what? I say we all cheers to him for taking some time out of his busy schedule and leaving us that comment.
Absolutely.
It needed to happen.
Here's
you didn't have to do it. Cheers. Tink.
You know?
Tink, tink, tink.
Absolutely.
And on that note, that is the end of our comment segment. If you would like to be featured on the next comment segment, then
not to be featured.
If you like to be featured on the next comment segment, leave us a comment and we will read it on the next episode.
Please do.
Please do. We love it.
And even if you're illiterate, write in. We will not make fun of you.
That was a ransom note. I'm telling you.
That was a ransom note.
I
Got out of magazine.
Sorry. Who wrote that comment?
Pixie Dixie.
Pixie Dixie. We're just fucking with you.
Hold on.
What'd you say?
Hold on. No.
Pixie Dixie.
No.
I heard Pixie Dixie.
Daxy Paxy. Sorry.
Daxy Paxy.
Dixie?
Paxy Daxy. We're just fucking with you. We're just having a good time.
Dixie?
Thanks for listening. Thank you for
today.
If you don't speak English, are bad.
Yeah.
Are bad.
That is not a pitchfork. That's no.
All right, Mose, what do we got on the docket for today? What are we talking about?
Okay, we've got a few topics. We've got a breakout star from a recent Netflix hit, combining up with a controversial character for a new movie. Disney's been dropping some info, thinking about their TV show formula. We've got some Batman news. We've got some Zack Snyder news. And we got some recasting and movie release news as well.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get right into it. What is the first topic?
I'm very happy to introduce this topic because I loved it. So everybody knows about the super mega successful One Piece live action.
The one that got renewed for a second season? Is that the
already
one
renewed,
about?
baby?
It was like a commercial.
Well,
Taz
Skylar, who you know plays Sanji in One Piece, is combining up with Star Wars glory herself, Daisy Ridley. I think it was Ridley.
Yep. And we're making
I knew what it was.
Sure, I'm sorry. Everybody that left a great comment, but you were right.
Daisy Ridley and Taz Skylar have a new movie coming out called Cleaner. Breakout movie for Taz. Go Taz!
Yeah, I'm excited. I started following him after watching him on One Piece.
He seems like a cool ass kid.
He does. And I like that he fully committed to being a martial artist, because of the Sanji role. Yeah, and a chef. So he's learning Taekwondo, and he's doing all these trick kicks on his Instagram and stuff. And he's still practicing. It's fucking cool.
Yeah.
I know me and Mose have already seen it. Ash, Esteban, have either of you two seen the One Piece Amazing Netflix show.
I have yet to commit to my Netflix since they have taken it away from me.
A boo.
Define take it away.
As I was on someone else's account
Different. Yeah.
in my Netflix. So therefore I have not chosen.
Oh, they hit your ass with it. Is this your network?
But I will cave during Umbrella Academy.
Final season.
And then just catch up on everything else.
Nice.
What about you, SC?
Yeah, I've seen it. I told you guys, didn't I? That I was like,
Yeah.
I've seen it.
Oh,
And I dug it.
It was
I really
weak.
liked it.
It's fun. It's fun.
I liked it.
Yeah.
It was really good.
But yeah, Tess Skyler and Daisy Ridley are going to be in a London-centered film called The Cleaner. Thriller. It's all we know about it so far.
Yes.
Nice.
Pretty
Yeah.
low key right now.
All right, that's a pretty quick one. What's the next item
That's
on
it.
that's pretty much it. That's all we
No,
have.
I know.
That's it. That's all we got.
What's the next item on the docket, Buzz?
It looks like some Disney CEOs are having to eat crow as they have looked at the results of their TV series and the lackluster responses. So they are kind of acknowledging that the show formula they're using isn't working.
Yes. So I was reading an article that they admitted that with they were trying to save costs in the Marvel TV shows, and they weren't filming pilots. So they would normally have several things: a showrunner. That's what's the vision of the show. They film a pilot so they get the basic idea of it, and they have a test group to watch the pilot and say, did they like it? Did they not like it? And all that stuff. They did away with all three of those things. So they just had one person saying, here's the vision of what we want the shows to be, and you guys figure it out, get us to the ending. And it wasn't working as well as they wanted. Out of all of the shows, the only one that warrants a season 2 because of the views is Loki. Everything else has been slower, so they're considered flops. They're like, the only way that this makes sense is if they put this much money into something that is gonna pay them in return. So they've I'm kind of jumping ahead a little bit, but it kind of feeds into the same thing.
Yeah.
So in that same conversation, they admitted that they scrapped the 5 episodes that have been shot already of Daredevil, Born Again.
Yeah.
Because again, no pilot, no showrunner, and so they fired the lead writer and they said, this is what we're gonna do. We want to. These people fell in love with these characters off of the Netflix show.
Yes,
it needs to be closer to the Netflix show.
Thank you.
So
pay attention.
I mean, I personally didn't think that sounded like a bad thing. I think that Disney got a little bit arrogant there of just like, they were printing money at a certain point. They're just like, oh, we know what we need to do. People will pay money just to see this thing. And we've been talking about this a while. It's like, give us good writing on a show. We don't just want to see the character. We want to see good writing with it. But Ash, what is your sentiment to the formula changing at Disney and them scrapping 5 episodes of Daredevil and starting from scratch?
I don't know, man. That it just leaves it like we don't even know. There was like a thing that got said that Foggy and Aaron
Karen.
Karen are dead. Karen. Sorry, we just
You sounded like the doctor in Blade, the first Blade that was turning into a vampire. Karen.
I love that movie. I don't know. We were worried about this when it went from Netflix, but we got so happy that one, they're using the same cast. Also, they're gonna go some kind of storyline, like, oh, we got to the yellow suit. Like, I get it, but it still wasn't like that fucking ninja scene in the fucking alley, or that one hallway. Yes, the hallway scene. Like, that shit is amazing. And then you just gave us something that was pretty. Like, instead of doing like Frank Miller, you did, Batman and Robin. You know what I mean?
I do.
With the Frank Miller characters. You know what I mean?
do you think it's a good thing that they're gonna go back to the classic formula for their TV shows?
Yeah. I thought that was what I was saying. I thought
Well,
that was
you were saying that specifically for Daredevil, but I was just wondering if, like, do you us outside of Daredevil, you think is that gonna change you wanting to see a show?
Yeah. I mean, I'm a Marvel nerd, so I'll still see it, but there are things like I don't think I'm gonna go to the theater for the Marvels, but I definitely am gonna stream it when I have time.
And they also mentioned the Marvels is the third most expensive movie to make.
Yeah, that got said.
So they need to make 150 mil to break even.
Yeah.
Which,
cheers.
They'll make that eventually.
They'll make it eventually. Yeah.
Eventually they'll make it.
Not first.
It won't make it opening weekend. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Although, to be fair, it's being directed by a Black woman, so
You mentioned that.
calling all sisters, it's kind of mandatory for the community.
You're not wrong.
Sorry. When we get to see it at midnight level. That movie.
Those were the days.
That was a long time ago.
Those were the days.
Those are some fun days.
Like, just even saying I'm gonna get like Captain Marvel, all these characters that we should be on this track of loved Power Girl into the She-Hulk. Like we should be following this thing that sometimes we tapped out. So it's gonna be hard to have them hit that mark without all of us going on that journey.
Yeah.
Definitely been some skippables, some absolute skippables.
Fuck, how many times have we said, "Oh, I haven't seen that"? Like,
right?
Well, they were just shooting them out so quickly. But same with Star Wars. It's like they could have tightened that up. They could have tightened that up.
I can't do it right when I take a drink.
Like after
the best time to do it.
That's so funny.
Well, what's your thoughts on the whole thing, Stefan?
To be quite honest, I was actually pretty shocked that they didn't have a showrunner for the Marvel shows. But again, it does make sense on that they didn't. I get it. Did Disney get cocky? Absolutely. They got cocky because hey, we fucking killed the big screen. What's the difference? Guarantee you that's probably that came up in I guarantee you in multiple meetings. It makes me happy that they're now scrapping it. That there's unfortunately they scrapped the 5 episodes and stuff like that for Daredevil. But if it produces a better show, I'm fucking all for it because Daredevil is supposed to have like 16 episodes, and they're supposed to be like 45 minutes to an hour long. So I'm all for it. There were some Marvel shows that I really got into. Like I really dug WandaVision. I thought WandaVision was really good. Moon Knight was fucking fantastic. I loved Moon Knight. And Loki, the first season of Loki was great. Miss Marvel was okay. I still saw it. It was okay. Secret Invasion, that one was fucking tough to get through. It was tough to get through. The first few episodes, it was fucking tough, to get through. But I am happy that if they move in the right direction, and I have a feeling that Daredevil Born Again is going to be like the test, you know what I mean? With the showrunners and stuff like that.
Ask you a question?
Yeah.
You kill Maria the first episode, and she's so much a part of the fucking timeline.
Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Like,
is
that not like, be into that series? Like, how was that?
No,
not
absolutely. It would have served better if Secret Invasion was a movie. You know what I mean? If Secret Invasion was a movie, that whole Maria Hill dying would have been
bigger,
exponential. It would have been fucking bigger. People would be fucking rioting in the streets because you cannot take down Maria Hill like that, especially in the comic books. Like that is not Maria Hill.
And then the arc of him, like I got to deal with her parents, and it was so chill. I know what this really is. Like, no, wait. We
that pissed me off. Like you're telling me,
come on, the way we took Glenn, that was like, we're all dead. I don't know if I'm gonna watch anymore. And that's how it should have been handled.
That's the thing. It's like I think in that scene, I thought the mom's lines were valid. oh, the great Nick Fury, it's just like, can't save my daughter. It's like shit fucking hurts, like he's been through all this and he couldn't even save Maria Hill. Right. But again, going back to the whole showrunner stuff, I'm excited that there's going to be a showrunner. Like it's like I want to know who these showrunners are going to be, because obviously we know the names of great showrunners from shows that we've seen in the past. You know what I mean? Except for the original Game of Thrones ones. Let's not get them on Marvel, please. I don't want that at all. I don't want that at all.
Got showrunners, guys. Who wants to see what was the bad season of Heroes?
All of them?
No,
how dare you?
Liar.
How dare you?
No.
Season 3?
When they tried to solve it.
Season 3. It's season 3 when he was like a cockroach. When the guy's like running around like a cockroach, throwing up on people and shit. Disgusting.
And Hero doesn't have a Japanese accent anymore. He's like normal.
Yeah,
normal.
Yeah.
That's a lot
season
of
3.
complicated implications.
You definitely said normal with your whole chest.
Yes.
Why would he speak normal? Why speak his
right.
boom?
I heard a banjo after he said it. It was so bad.
Chewing on a wheat.
Chewing on a wheat?
It makes me. He's got a spittoon right next to him.
So bad. That
the
is
noise. Chewing on a wheat.
Sorry, I don't have that as a soundbite. But yeah, it's just it makes me happy. What kind of broke my heart a little bit too was because the showrunner, or the director, I should say, for Moon Knight had confirmed that there currently is no season 2 of Moon Knight.
Of course there isn't. The first season.
The first season was good. How dare you?
I enjoyed it. I
didn't say it was bad. I just said it was wrong.
Why? But why was it wrong?
I still had fun.
I mean, they had an opportunity this time to really tell the story based on the comic. Moon Knight is such a niche character. Even though he's connected to a lot of different parts, and he got team ups and he's got quirky ass one-liners like Deadpool energy, they had the opportunity to take that character who has not ever been mainstream and really do it justice, because this is such a non-mainstream character. And they just didn't. They veered. They did what they always do. And I'm just like, there's no point to that, because his name hasn't even been mentioned yet. So you could literally follow it correctly.
Yeah. But again, it's like, it's one of those things where it's like, now we understand why certain shows didn't do well, because there was no test audience. There was no showrunner. There was no pilot that was pitched. There was nothing like that ended up happening, So it makes sense. I mean, would in an alternate universe would want to fuck you over for Moon Knight and for WandaVision? Absolutely, because even the director for Moon Knight says there was always a plan. There was always a plan, and Loki was the only one that was gonna have 2 seasons, regardless if the first season was shit or not. Loki was the anchor that is supposed to be carrying the TV universe into the movie universe. So, I mean, with what we saw last week with Loki, it fucking speaks true. There are some shows where did they need a showrunner? Probably not. I think they did well. This first season of Loki was good. So it's just that, and this is the other thing. It's like, if that's what's happening over at Marvel, what's happening with Disney? Did The Mandalorian not have a pilot? Did they not have a showrunner? Same thing for Ahsoka, but those shows were fucking amazing, except for the Book of Boba Fett. But, it's like...
That was so positive, and then the little shot.
Boba Fett was minding his business.
Right? I mean, he was talking about a cruise, but there's also...
Fuck off me.
Don't forget about this part.
Yeah.
It's like one of those, what about me, Papa? How did I do? Get away from me.
He didn't want to claim that. Yeah, but there's this.
It's not a flawless area.
But
that Daredevil was gonna be shit. It was.
Oh, absolutely.
Didn't even have the outfit on the fourth episode.
If they
scrapped the first 5,
every bit of it.
Yeah. If they scrapped it,
Good.
how much money?
It was gonna be shit.
Yeah.
He didn't have the outfit on to the 4th episode. And
You
then
read that. Yeah, I
I'm
saw
still
that.
hearing rumors about Karen and Foggy. Like, what's going on? Somebody said they were dead.
Well, yeah, exactly. And that's what they were saying is that Karen and Foggy died. And that's the reason why he double dutch. That's the reason why. I said back. I'm not finished.
Right? Oh. To the point where like I hear a voice and I'm I saw it too.
Go ahead, Ash. What were you going to say?
Go ahead, Ash. After all that time, I forgot.
Damn. We knew that was coming. Anyway.
So as I was saying.
Well,
Back to you.
come on.
Disney.
Go ahead, Ash.
No, I genuinely forgot.
All right. Well, if it comes back to you, we'll have more. But yeah, so we'll see. Hopefully, this means better content, better written shows for all of Disney Plus's platforms.
Yeah, good.
And let's hope that the writers get paid just.
Yes.
Because they're getting it from both sides.
Let them be like, you bought this fucking property because it's this from Netflix, and this is what we're happy with. Don't it'd be cool because we do get into, no disrespect, Joel Schumacher. Like these two things worked to get to the next movie. You needed this one other thing. Yeah. No, let's make it for kids. No, let's sell it for McDonald's. And then it went bad, and I don't know how that happened. It's really good. For like nostalgia factor. Yeah. Batman and Robin, because it's so easily be like quoted as such a bad movie.
Chill.
Yeah. So that's what I feel like the next. We went from Netflix to on Disney.
Joel Schumacher. Wow.
It's very camp. Yes.
Yeah. It's funny you bring that up. That's
what I was going to say, Luis. When we all accepted, like, no one talked about She-Hulk after the first episode, all the way till we got to Daredevil in the yellow costume, and that's we're distracting you with this. You're going to get this. Yeah, and then it's still like
I still enjoyed She-Hulk though. I really like that. Was probably one of my favorite
about it. I'm saying. Yeah, because we had that shit's back. We had that movie's back, or the season's back. But it was like the way they were
some throwaway episodes, but
yeah.
Where I noticed the hate came from. Yeah, where I noticed the hate came from in She-Hulk was when she was twerking with Megan Thee Stallion.
Which
that's where all the fucking hate showed up.
It was in an after credit.
Right.
I thought it was funny. I
thought it was hilarious. I thought it was great because you saw that, her favorite artist was Megan Thee Stallion, and to see her twerk at the end, it's just, I thought it was hilarious, but that's where all
want to see women men don't want to see women having fun. That's all it means.
Don't lump up.
You're bitter. You're so bitter.
Don't lump us all in there. All right. Don't lump us all in there.
No, you can throw me in there. I hated it. I love the show, but I hated that. Women having fun? Fuck this.
Cut that shit out.
Turn that off, wife. I said turn that off, wife.
I said turn it off.
Hurry up about it.
Random hand comes off.
That baby ain't out yet? The worst.
The next thing we're going to hear is fucking Luis. The sandwich isn't going to make itself.
Oh, no.
But you brought up Schumacher, and that's a perfect segue to our next topic. What do we got, Mose?
We've got the next well, more like a rumor, but apparently the next villain for Matt Reeves' Batman is going to be lame. Apparently, Clayface is also confirmed. So making a cameo, but not the main. Which means they're definitely doing the Hush graphic novel. That's exactly what they're doing.
Yeah, and that's how he turns into. They're just gonna mess the storylines.
Oh, I hope not. You're saying to make Hush become Clayface?
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
no. The Hush.
I hope not.
That's what they're using, and Hush uses Clayface.
See how it because he was
I can see
Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
I could see that. It's not going to be
Shit,
good.
I could see that too, because then it wouldn't be Hush. It would be Clayface inserted in the Hush comic book.
Yes, it would.
I see what
Yeah.
you're saying. Fuck. I hate that makes sense. I hate that makes sense because that would be the ultimate switcheroo. If you're watching, like, as the story unfolds, be like, oh my God, that's Hush. And you see a Bruce Wayne with the fucking bandages. And then when the bandages come off, there's like fucking Clay. Like, and then at the very end of the movie, people are like, as the final
you just
fight.
said the whole storyline. You just said the movie.
Just wrote it.
Yeah, the final fight, it'd be like, all the fans in the theater, they're going to scream because they're like, it's not Hush. It's been Clayface this whole time.
It was Clayface the whole time, guys.
That makes sense.
And I almost see like a T2 when like
whole...
turns into all the different characters that he's been.
Yeah.
It's going to be bad.
Okay, make sure we record this for posterity. So Matt,
that's what it's going to be.
I hope not, but
but it made sense, right?
Something like Hush is grounded enough to where I think it'll work in Matt Reeves' Batman, because it is such a noir feel type of movie. Yeah, we'll see. Do you hate on Hush like Mose does, Esteban?
No, I thought the Hush comic book and the Hush animated movie was actually fucking really good. I liked it. I
agree, sir. Why is Mose wrong? Explain. Elaborate. No, I'm just kidding.
No, first of all, I never said the story was bad. I said Hush is a lame fucking villain.
That is absolutely true. That is what you said.
I did not say they were bad, but
any hate comments are to go to Mighty Mose.
But we get into, like, if our first guy is Riddler and the next one needs to be Joker, like, they're trying to make, like, this the Toy Master. Like, they're trying to make a whole storyline because we have more leeway. No one's going to care. But if we go into Penguin right away, then it's got to be, like,
No, I want to see fucking Mr. Freeze. That's what I want to see.
I want Freeze and Ivy. That's what I want. I've wanted it for years.
I don't know if he would fit well in Matt Reeves' Batman.
Oh, what? I could definitely see an extra edgy ass Freeze. Absolutely. I definitely can.
I guess you're right.
Keeping him alive, Mr. Freeze. Like everything.
No, that's what I'm referring to.
Fucking button, like, yeah.
Like I think he would probably fit well in the new generation, like the Batman Robin film that's in the works. Because it feels like that would be a more fantastical like world, because this one's so gritty. I would like to see like real characters. Like, if I know Zaz was temporarily in Begins, but Zaz would be sick.
But that's what we're talking about, going into somebody having a whole storyline of Zaz.
Yes,
that's not a big character. Like, you could do more,
and that's why that was my argument to not do Freeze in it, because Freeze is such a big character. It would be cool to see like Scarface, the dude with the puppet.
Yeah.
How fucking crazy would that be? Like, this dude with
that would be a trip.
Psychopath, and like it would take like a William Dafoe level actor to where when he's talking through, I had nothing to do with it. Like when he's like when the camera.
I hate that scene so much.
The camera would go to his mask and then it would go to him, and it's his same voice, but the inflections and the tone in his voice is different. So as the viewer, you believe it's two people talking. Like, to see an actor just fucking pull that shit off with the puppet. Calendar Man is an easy one. That would be like some fucking psychopath with on the dates. Mad Hatter. Like, it would be.
Hatter would be a good one.
It would. There's so many of those villains that would be just great, that have never had their moment in the spotlight. Like, don't cast Joker a fifth time. Like, how about
they already gave us a Joker peak? But they already gave us a Joker peak, and I was like, why?
Well,
it was
cut it.
Not necessary. It's too late. Like, if you went to the theater and saw it, we all saw it. You can't magically be like, never mind. You already planted the seed.
The kid. Yeah.
Well, in that scene though, even the direct Matt Reeves had said, he's like, well, when we filmed it, it's to display that he had already fought this villain. So this was in the past. So like, I beat him already.
Fair enough.
The second one.
Fair enough.
Riddler came out. That's why in the deleted scene, that's why he went back to prison to talk to Joker. He's like, what the fuck? Why is this happening?
Fair enough. There are already clowns. That's very true. There are already clown gangs. So
think about that age gap. Like, how old is Joker to that Bruce Wayne?
They didn't look
Like-
that far apart. It definitely looked like a younger Joker.
Yeah.
I mean, but they can always pull the three Jokers card. You
I was
know,
gonna say, there it is, right there.
I mean, yeah, that would be a fun story.
I would love a three Jokers.
But do you see how that makes sense
Or the
to us?
Batman that loves.
They're explaining to the people that only watch the Marvel movies, like, this all makes sense to us.
That's
but
true.
hey, I'm
For
here
those
to
of
see a
you that
film.
don't know, the Three Jokers
Right.
is a very good storyline that in one of the comic books, Bruce asks the all-knowing chair, which is
Mobius chair.
another story into
Mobius
Yeah,
chair.
see how we're all fucking timelining it?
yeah.
Yep.
And he asks what Joker's identity was, and then they never reveal it in the book, but you see Bruce get
Yeah.
like
Oh.
what the hell? Like what? That's impossible. And then they don't talk about it, and then the story Three Jokers comes out. And yeah. So it is an interesting story. I really dug it.
It's
Check
an
it.
answer, but not because of the next generation, like, to keep that mystique. If you were to look, that's Al Jolson. Nope,
Yeah.
not that. We're not that
I'm
guy.
all
He came up with a random name, and I was like, nope.
Al Jolson. Just made up. He said it with confidence. Everybody
Making shit up. I believed it.
it. You know that guy, Al Jolson. No, we don't.
I
Not a
tried
single
to
person. Not a single person.
say his name, and I was like, nope.
That's not him.
Like, his name's OJ. Like, I just went.
nope. Let's not go there either.
Not that
No.
either.
I was just trying to come up with a random name, but yeah,
So it's a
I don't know
fun
why. Yep.
it's a fun book, and we'll see how. I mean, I really did enjoy Matt Reeves as Batman.
Yeah.
It was good.
It was different. It was, and it wasn't always like, let's make it darker, which I know Snyder is the route he wanted to go. This was more of a grounded noir feel. Like if this movie was made in the 70s, I feel it's like a Dick Tracy vibe of the way that it was.
Exactly. It's finally
They
a
dug that.
detective movie. It's finally a detective movie.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
much so.
An action hero movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of people that don't want to take that as Robert Pattinson. It's like, just
Yeah, no,
watch
they
the-
can't get over that, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I dug it.
I thought it was kind of cute, his awkwardness, when he just kept saying, "Do you know who I am?" I was like, Batman would never say that. Like, why would you?
I love, dude. I cherish that. Like,
It was cute. I really liked it, but I was like, Batman would never say that. But it worked with the energy of the film and
Well-
the slight awkwardness that Robert Pattinson has just in general.
Yeah.
So
Well, here's the thing. To your point, I think Batman would say that, but he would say that in the first few years of being Batman, and then when he comes to a point and he reaches someone, do you know who I am? I don't give a fuck who you are, dude. He's
Yeah.
okay, so then we have to switch it up a little bit. You know what I mean? So I can see Batman saying it like the first couple years that he's Batman. I mean, because clearly, based off of the journals he's writing, he's got, the Gotham Project, year 1, year 2, something like that, So I can see him the first 2 years, for 3 years, and then it kind of move on from there. Yes, Ash, question in the back.
that would be a cool storyline of say the first season, like Jim Gordon figures out who it is that teaches him how to not be that. Like, you gave away yourself this way, but I believe you're good. And then just kind of, that's how Batman gets, it takes Superman to be like, oh, your shit's not made of lead. Which,
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, Batman versus Superman, that shit, okay, we'll move on.
Can't be made of lead.
it had moments. It had moments of coolness. Batman vs Superman. It was certain scenes, like
Themes.
the cinematography on certain scenes were great. The shit didn't
For
make
sure.
sense what was happening. The cinematography on
The
certain
warehouse scene for sure.
yeah,
So
amazing.
good. So good.
Oh my god, we
Nice.
are the royalty of segues. That's a beautiful segue, Mose. What is the
Right
next
into
episode?
it. Right? The timing this evening, it's just real good osmosis. So speaking of Zack Snyder's type of movies, apparently he might be directing a Rick and Morty film. Anybody?
So
Anybody?
the there was an interview with the co-creator of Rick and Morty, and turns out Zack Snyder's a super fan. And they've been in the talks to to make a Rick and Morty film. And Zack Snyder, when they bumped into each other, he's like, "Hey, like, can I put in some of my Snyderness to push this movie along? Like, what do I
hear
need
that?
to do?"
Anybody hear that the right way?
Snyderness. Snyderness.
And
Put some of my Snyderness.
and Harmon is his last name, I think. He comedically said that he would, only so that he can edit it and do like a cut the Snyder cut with his own cut that's 4 hours long, and it'll be black and white. Like, he was clearly joking in the interview, and he said that if the movie has been in the talks, it more than likely would be animated, and there's no director tied to it, but that Zack Snyder was just having a good time in the conversation.
Got it. Because I definitely can't see Zack Snyder touching Rick and Morty with a 10-foot pole. Like, absolutely not. Definitely no. No. What's something funny Zack Snyder has done? Take your time.
300?
If you're talking about the airbrush
Sucker
app,
Punch.
The airbrushed ass Sucker Punch was good. Now that is a hill I would die on.
I really thought Andreas was gonna like Sucker Punch.
Sucker Punch was good. I stand by that.
And then that
Enjoy your
When's the last time you
solitude
saw
on your hill, Mosby.
That's cool. I'm shouting into the wind. That's fine.
You're talking to the chick that was defending Rampage. Like, she ain't gonna budge on
have her
Sucker
back on Sucker Punch.
Oh, okay.
No, Luis, fuck you. Rampage was good.
Rampage
That
was
I tap.
hot
No.
dog shit.
Y'all didn't see that alligator and that wolf? That shit was ridiculous.
Y'all watch a different movie. Animals be tearing themselves up.
Am I taking crazy pills? There was an albino gorilla in the street.
Oh shit! That was awesome.
Did you say the albino gorilla was made for the streets? He's hoeing out in this movie.
She did.
That should have been the tagline to the movie.
Slinging dick. My monkey slinging dick.
That sounded bad. That's two things that sounded bad.
Oh my goodness. All right.
That sounded so bad.
Oh my gosh.
But yes, I agree. It sounded silly, but it is fun to hear. And maybe he will attach on as a producer to help the movie get made. Ash, we've talked about this before. You're not a fan of Rick and Morty, right?
Ooh, I've never met someone that's not in Rick and Morty.
No, what I said was my era is Beavis and Butthead. So this would be my
You
kids.
can like both, bitch.
You can like two things,
But
right?
I'm giving you the equivalent. It's like my kids going into their Beavis and Butthead phase, and you are like, but I'm Beavis and Butthead. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just, that's the next generation's this.
Did you
You
watch
guys-
Adventure Time? Did
Is
you
that
watch?
the one?
Did you watch Regular Show?
What?
Did you watch Regular Show?
I'm Tom and Jerry.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like,
I don't know these references.
if you like
It's
those,
because
then
you guys have
should
to watch
like
Regular Show.
That's okay. Y'all got to get on it. Y'all got to
That
get on
sounds-
it.
And I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it a little bit
That
further.
sounded
Did
like
anybody
a
watch Home
fucking-
Movies?
Hell
Oh,
yeah,
I
watch home
watch home
movies.
movies.
Loved home
Home
movies.
Movies was a shit.
Straight up. Great.
That was
show.
when Adult Swim was first establishing itself as
Yes.
Adult Swim. It was
Right.
like-
Home
Yeah.
movies.
Because it was home movies,
Metalocalypse. Aqua Teen.
no, this is pre-Metalocalypse though, because it was
Yeah.
home movies, and then if you stayed up after home movies, then you got to watch Space Ghost Coast to Coast,
Ace Ghost.
and then
Oh.
Aqua Teen.
That's when he does
not
interviews.
Aqua Teen
No,
Hunger
C
Force.
Lab.
C-Lab, thank you. That's what I meant.
C-Lab.
Yeah, C-Lab. And then
See-
after that, then they introduced Birdman. Then they introduced Aqua
Yeah.
Teen. Then they started really going into all.
Frisky Dingo.
Frisky-
Yeah. Frisky
I
Dingo.
held back from. I'm like, no one's gonna know what Frisky Dingo
That's
is.
sick.
Frisky Dingo. So good.
See, and-
Adventure
and-
Brothers?
Rewatched that.
Adventure
Rewatched
Brothers?
that shit in the
Shit.
pandemic. It was still good.
Go for it, Sam.
I credit home movies to me wanting to make my own shit.
Absolutely. Great stuff.
Like absolutely 100%. Just the way that the animation was and everything like that. Like I'm watching it as, I mean, like an adolescent, high school kid. It's like, if this shit passes television, I can fucking do this.
South Park.
Like fucking all day long, I can do this.
Oh, South Park. Yes. That's the energy for sure.
Oh yeah.
Rick and Morty picked up that torch for us. It definitely did. It's the adult humor that still can make us feel like when we first started watching adults, like it's the same good energy.
Yeah.
It took me until the pandemic to watch it, but then I finally did. Because at first I was like, I was like, this is a show for dudes. That's what I kept thinking. Like, this is definitely a show just for guys.
For sure. Yeah, absolutely.
And I was like, never mind. I was wrong.
This is my show, bitch.
This is great. Can y'all hear that fire truck?
No.
Okay, good. I live in the city in case folks didn't know.
I have a massive dog in my backyard. So if you heard,
I heard that dog barking. I did hear that dog barking.
We're protecting the house.
Keeping it safe. Shit.
That's my baby outside protecting my house.
Aww.
Yeah, for sure.
Let me in.
That's a bird.
This counts.
That's a bird or a raccoon or something. But yeah, protecting as fuck.
The best part, I will say, the best part about my dog is when there are.
Which one? You have 3.
The big one.
Talking about
my kid's name. My wife and I wanted to name our bigger dog Luna. Okay. Well, apparently we got overturned by 2 children and they wanted to name her Bluey. And I'm like, the dog's not blue, the dog's black. Bluey. They're like, but it's Bluey. I'm like, fine, fuck it, it's Bluey. So what Bluey is a German Shepherd Rottweiler mix.
That don't seem right.
It's fucking devastating. She's fucking beautiful. Anywho, she loves to play around. She's still a puppy. She's like 2 years old. Okay. She's, I got her when she was like 6 months. Okay. Because we live behind our house is a riverbed, and then after the riverbed is a main street. So, possums come by and stuff like that. So when the possums get brave and shit and enter my backyard, my dog will think it's playtime.
Oh no.
So no, it's not even that, homie.
You go to your backyard, there's possum guts.
There's possum carcasses everywhere.
There's possums and squirrels and shit.
Oh no.
What she does because she's a puppy, she thinks they're playing. When she catches them, she will paw them. Okay. Meaning she will slap shit out of them and knock them unconscious. Okay. She will grab them by the tail, and I have seen this, and she'll play fetch with herself.
Wow.
Meaning she will grab the animal by the tail, throw the animal in the air, and let said animal fall to its death, hitting the concrete. And then she goes to it, and she tries to move it. It's like, oh, it doesn't want to move anymore. It's fucking dead. And she leaves it for me to pick the next day.
Bits, baby. Smashed to bits.
With its puncture wounds in its gut.
Right? Just trying to drag itself away.
Yeah.
It's good.
Anywho, that's my segue to the story.
Brother. Don't shut us down.
I'm going to take a hit. Bye.
Yeah.
I'm going to take a hit. Bye.
Oh.
Drops out.
He doesn't know where comics is. Nothing. No. Yeah, no.
What is the
strange bitch?
What is the next item on the docket, Mose?
We already talked about Daredevil, so we can move on down.
If you've ever watched Beyond the Mat, they talk to Jake the Snake, and then he goes to the bathroom, and they cut away, and then he comes back. But it comes back and like, what are we talking about? Like, cut out so weird, bro.
So weird. He said, I'm gonna take a hit. Click.
Yes. Right? It cut out so weird. Yep. Yep.
Okay, our next topic.
Harry Potter.
It's official. Zack Snyder's Justice League is dead and gone, y'all. They've all been recast.
Oh.
Yeah.
Which we kind of all saw coming.
You might finally get your blonde Aquaman, so you can stop crying about that.
Oh, Momo was
we're only accepting that because of Lobo.
I heard about Lobo, that they're recasting Jason Momoa.
Yeah,
as
that's
Lobo.
like,
Well, that's a
gonna
rumor
work.
too, but
Big
that
time
would fit.
rumor.
That would fit so
Way
perfect.
better. That's
that
what
would
people
fit.
wanted.
you still
People
get
really-
that actor.
Yeah.
They're-
Yeah, they
they're-
were holding out that there was going to be Gal Gadot still as Wonder Woman, and then
Let's
they
guess
pulled
what
the
they'll.
plug.
But you know what I
After
mean.
that last movie dropped on Netflix, they saw the writing on the
Like,
wall.
what if
Yeah.
Gal Gadot is this universe is like Sultana, not Zatanna. You know what I mean? Like,
First of all,
no,
Get him, Mosby.
you get the name right. We're talking
Get 'em.
about Satana. You put some respect on it, sir.
Get 'em.
Second of all, she's the second
Get
most
down the
powerful
door.
most powerful magic user in the universe outside of
I-
you want to give that to Gal Gadot. You
No,
walk it
absolutely
back.
not.
No, I didn't.
Walk it
I
back.
didn't have that hint though. But okay,
Walk it on back.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Walk it back, my
I'm
friend.
just saying if you could do that for you could. Okay,
I know what you're saying. Like, if you're going to give her like a role to kind of make the fans happy,
yeah.
Next,
I
he'll
mean-
say she can play adult Raven. Just
I'm kind of okay with her.
That's what's gonna happen. You just jinxed it.
No, I can see Gal Gadot playing Wonder Woman's mother.
Oh, that'll be cute.
That's probably that
Rude.
sounds bad.
rude.
You
How's that rude?
You're saying she could play Hippolyta? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
No,
Hippolyta in the black community?
I think that would work. Or
I think so.
Be a nice
what was Robin Wright's character, her aunt, the one that was training her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She could be the next
Or her.
trainer. Sure.
Or her, Wonder Woman, absolutely not. The only I can't see anybody as Wonder Woman right now, so that's gonna
Yeah, me
be
neither.
that's
And
gonna be a
then-
while.
Say it would be
Uh-huh.
the Robin Wright character, so that way you could still get her, still training her to be
Sure.
Wonder
Yeah.
Woman.
Of course. Yeah. I saw online that there's some fan casting that they want Alan Richter to play Aquaman. If you guys don't know who Alan Richter is, he played Hawkman. Doveman?
Oh, yeah.
Hawk and
Oh.
Dove. played
heard
Dove.
Oh,
He
Dove
also
and-
already played Aquaman.
Right.
Hello, he was Aquaman in Smallville. Y'all trying to bring him back?
They want to bring him back as
I mean,
as
he is
Hawk.
built. He's pretty stocky.
He's
but-
already Jack Reacher. He's already Hawk. Now y'all
I'm
want
telling you,
I
that's
wouldn't be mad
fucking
at it.
Bruce Wayne right there.
Luis's best case is that he's built.
He's
The
so
same guy that
buff.
wants to be Batman.
Have you seen those muscles?
Yeah, I mean,
Have
Morning
you
with
seen
That ass.
my boy
Yeah, you
thick.
gotta think
All
about
right.
it. He is
that boy
built.
girthy?
He got
Yeah.
bigger for Jack Reacher. The shit's unreal. You gotta see him. He's massive.
I'm
I
telling
love
you, he would be. I can see him as Batman.
I can't see him as anything other than the guy from Blue Mountain State. That's who I see.
My wife was a big fan of that show.
I love that shit. It was fucking terrible. I loved it. It was so good.
I'm just saying.
Tad.
I see him
mean-
as Batman.
No, knock it off.
We need a younger Batman, but he does
They're
have.
already- Dude, they're already talking that they're looking at Jensen Ackles to play Batman.
Never.
That'd be
So,
kind of cool too, actually.
I love.
That would be dope.
I love him with all my heart, but no.
Yeah.
That would be dope, but I don't know. I don't want him as Batman. Put him as fucking Red Hood. Give him
He
fucking
was
Red Hood.
great as Red Hood.
Yeah.
He was great. He
But
could be a great Jason Todd. I'd buy
yeah,
that.
now
But he's old now. Like we all
Very
are.
funny.
It's definitely not a diss.
No, I know what you're saying because
you know
then
what I mean?
he can't be older than Bruce.
Exactly.
Like
That's what I'm
22.
saying. He's
Absolutely.
older than Robert Pattinson.
I looked like a
timeline
dad.
it, if you
Come on,
timeline,
Dad.
You're old enough to be my dad.
if you timeline it, they wanted him to be Bruce up until Red Hood, so that'd be the passing of the torch. That would be Red Hood because he's good enough to go into that.
He never gets,
storyline.
Red Hood is never.
I don't know. I think the whole Jensen Ackles being a superhero, I think that's been met with Soldier Boy. I think he was
Soulja
fucking
Boy
dope
is
at
what?
Soldier
Good.
Boy.
I thought he killed him.
He's a horrible person, Soldier Boy, not Jensen Ackles.
Oh, absolutely. If you guys have not been reading the comic books for the
Soldier
boys,
Boy.
Soldier Boy is a fucking dick.
No,
Like,
Just a
no,
monster.
no. Yep.
fucking asshole.
Okay. This is brought to you by Nabisco.
Wow. I'm gonna go take a hit. Click. That's what it was. That's what it was.
Go rub one out. I'll be back.
I'll be
damn.
right
God damn, man.
Oh.
back.
Put it on mute.
Put it on mute. You son of a bitch.
I'm that quick, folks. And
Sorry,
the
ladies.
was amazing.
Sorry, ladies.
I already
Sorry.
what you said.
Don't cancel us.
No, we're not gonna get canceled. We
Oh,
need a
is
lot.
there-
We need to do a lot to get
Don't
fucking
cancel.
canceled.
We got
Is there-
one topic left.
Is there an actor that you would have liked saved from the previous DCU?
Henry Cavill.
Oh, is your name Mose?
I was gonna say,
sorry.
like, I said Mose, buddy.
I didn't hear
But-
Mose.
That is also my answer. Yes, Henry Cavill. I
All right,
think
so we got one.
even more than Ben Affleck, I'd keep Henry Cavill. And I loved Ben Affleck as Batman. I
I
like it.
agree. I agree on both of those counts.
Yeah.
And no
I'm
one's
done.
talking.
What about you, Ash?
No. Just last week, she said she liked Ben Affleck as Batman, which
I
was a
just-
big fucking deal to a lot of people. And we just fucking rolled over that when I said, like, I understand it. Also, when they first announced that Ben Affleck was going to be Batman, that was the longest day of my life. Like, it was like, okay, it's not going to be George Clooney. They're gonna make it good because he does Project Greenlight.
Talented.
You know what I mean? Like, I know it's gonna be good. He just came off of Argo. You know what I mean? Like, it's gonna be good. So, like, and then the way he attacked it really well. It could have been a franchise. When people tapped out, he tapped out.
He didn't really
But-
like it. It's not his kind of movie that he likes to do.
No, he liked the movie. He didn't like the training regimen because he got the part. He didn't have to audition. Got the part, and Zack Snyder's like, "Great, put on 80 pounds of muscle." He's like,
You
"What?"
gotta get buff, my guy. You gotta get buff.
Gives him a fucking full ass rotisserie chicken.
Hey yo, when he was doing the pull-ups with
I've had that.
when he was doing the pull-ups with the fucking chain and cinder block around his neck, I was
Yeah.
like, in.
Rocky.
But then,
Yeah.
and he even said, like, when in an interview, like in the press tour for Batman vs Superman, he's just like, "I'm just tired of eating. I eat, and I'm not hungry." Like, he would just look so.
He said, please.
So bad. That's why he was so happy. Like, hey, can you come back for Homecoming, or what was the
That's,
one he
Spider-
came back?
that's Spider-Man, my guy.
No, what was the one that he just came back in that we're all talking shit about?
Oh, Flash.
The Flash.
You
Yes,
call that Homecoming?
He did.
I did. I should lose my card today, but
Drop it
it
off.
was a storyline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're like, "Do I have to lose weight?" "No, we'll put a tactical suit on to you." He's like, "Great."
He said, I'm not gaining that weight back for no cameos. Fuck that. Poor Ben.
I know,
They made
dude.
him surf. They made him surf the fucking.
So exhausted.
That was a diss, man.
He
Remember
was
when fucking Batman and Robin surfed on the fucking? That was a diss. That was such
That was a dick.
connected.
Oh,
Never meant to be good.
Wait, so what actor would you have saved from the DCU?
talking to you, Ash.
Yeah, I know.
You sure?
I would think Jason Momoa.
Second
also-
chance.
I would, because he would be like, okay, so now we're doing this. Cool.
I feel that.
I attack the character the way I attack the character, but if it's for whatever, I don't know. That's the one I would keep because it's like when you said, hey, Marvel finally has everything they need for X-Men. Okay, but I get to keep Hugh Jackman.
You
You
can't
know
have
what I
it.
mean?
Can't have it if they're doing it right. Gotta let it go.
But I'm saying but to make everybody else happy, not going into the studios still need to make, that's why fucking Daryl and Rick can't die because of this. Like, those are the characters they love, so it goes into that level.
They need to make monies.
Yes.
I get you.
That's why we have toy Baby Yodas, and we still call him Baby Yoda instead of Grogu.
Grogu is an ugly name. Why did they put something like Yoda? Why wouldn't it be something short and sweet like that? Grogu.
That's a lot to think about of the levels of Star Wars that we loved to name that character, which it wasn't named in the first season. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
Child.
Because you're going to love that character. Here's the name,
Yeah. Well, fair enough, sir. All right, Mose, we are reaching our final topic for the day.
Final topic, y'all.
Yeah.
Fantastic Four. It's gonna happen. Starts filming in spring of 2024. Woo!
Esteban, what are your thoughts on filming of Fantastic Four?
About fucking time.
He's here for it.
I've been here for it since they announced it. I mean, they're not going to announce the fucking cast until the SAG-AFTRA fucking thing is over.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Reed, they have done a lot of redirection with that cast because I don't know who. Go ahead.
Okay. When they finally did Jim Halpert as fucking, you know what I mean? Like,
that's a name.
Don't you want to know that storyline that you gave us that you're kind of throwing it away? But like, I want to know.
He dead now.
Oh yeah.
Him and Emily Blunt are supposed to be and Storm. Like, don't you want to see that?
Oh, that'd be fun. Yeah.
It was a nod to here's a nod, but I want to see that now.
Yeah.
We wanted John Krasinski.
What I wanted.
He's been fan casted in that role for a long time. And to give us that little teaser and diss him like that was rough.
Yeah.
Very rough.
Smartest man in the world. Let's try to let me grab her real quick.
Yeah, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna reach. I'm just gonna reach.
And there's so actors that like there's a reason for Doctor Strange. There's a reason Doctor Strange, sorry. There's a reason for everybody, you know what I mean? Like, because they're not gonna accept like, hey, I'm just here to be that character. Like, they're gonna create a whole story for everybody.
Damn.
It'd be so good.
Y'all still got faith in Fantastic Four at this point?
Depends who's casted.
I think.
WAP.
Okay, maybe not. No, I don't. Faith is not the right word. I'm curious for the first trailer. I want to see because if it has that lighthearted tone to it, the way that like Spider-Man has that lighthearted tone, but there's action in it. It has that. Like, it needs to have that energy. If they can't make it too broody, but I don't think that they will, but they can't make it over the top just happy. Like, it needs to have a nice balance into it. Like, the Human Torch character, if they make him very, like, childish and Daredevil-esque, similar to how the cast played their roles in, what was it, the Fox one, the 2002 Fox one? Like, I thought that they all hit their roles correctly.
Hit the right energy.
It's just, maybe a more mature script would be great, but
looked terrible. Jessica Alba with them contacts haunts me to this day.
Dude, the Jessica Alba love scene with what's his face? Reed. It was just so cringy. She's like, there's no math. You either move in or you don't. And he's like, oh, it's more complicated. No, there's no math, no equations. It's just love. It's so, and it's like, even as a kid, I was watching that. I'm like, no, that's a big ask. Like,
that's a big deal.
Yeah, like he's considering that, like, quit giving my man some shit. Like,
yeah, moving in together is a big fucking step. Not everybody can do that shit easy.
Yeah, I did it. I hate it. I regret it.
I hated it. Swipe like what?
we clip that. We put it on TikTok. Make sure it gets on Oprah.
I hate her.
I might be one of the few people that kind of enjoyed Fan4 Stick. I never saw it. I liked their origin. I appreciated that they went to a parallel place. It had this, they got this, they ended up like this. And of course, they released one of the best fucking Dooms, wasted him. He was so badass when he hit that corner. I was like, God damn. And they didn't have nothing.
That was a nipped up guy, right?
And it was the guy from Rock and Rolla. And I love that guy. Johnny Quid from Rock and Rolla. And I can't remember his name.
Yeah.
I love that guy. He was in the first season of Black Mirror. Fucking love that guy. I'm finna find his name so I can give him the kudos he deserves.
Yeah, but I know of him through through Rock and Rolla.
Mm-hmm. Toby Cabell. So dope. Loved him.
Never saw Rock and Rolla.
Doom looked so cool. Recommendation. Rock and Rolla. That's in that Guy Ritchie universe.
300 is in there.
Snatch, Rock and Rolla, what is it? Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. They're like all in the same universe.
Gerald Butler is in the movie that you're recommending.
Yes, Gerard Butler and Idris Elba and a young Tom Hardy. Okay.
I'm in.
Rock and Rolla and Archie. What was Archie's character? Mark Spade.
Yeah.
Just a great cast. Amazing movie. Absolutely recommend. Double recommend. I've seen it.
Right. I feel it.
Watch it, Luis.
God damn.
No, that's the one that you don't choose because he doesn't do recommendations.
That's true. It takes like 6 months to watch it.
Yeah.
But I still watch it.
I'll see you in 6 months, bro.
You did? You finally watched The Prophecy?
No, God damn it. But I watched Lights Out.
It on goes.
About Lights Out, and I saw the
Lights. Remember 6 years ago when you said Lights Out? I watched it.
That was a great fucking show. That was a great fucking show.
That was a great fucking show.
So is The Prophecy, which I haven't seen. I'm so sorry I suck. All right.
Damn. That was it. That's our last one.
Yeah, that's it. That is our episode. So everybody, thank you very much for tuning in, checking us out. If you're still listening to this and you haven't done so yet, please give us a thumbs up. It really does help us out. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and comment, and we will read you on the next episode. And again, we are Comix, and we are everywhere.
Everywhere.
We sure are. We're here for you, but not you.
We're here for good. Not you.
But we're here.
We're here. We're doing all right. Have a good night.
Bye, everybody.
I like that ash blue and kiss.
Cute. Go fuck yourself, San Diego.